Okay guys, so what we got now, we're going home right now, but the video we're doing is going to be basically giving you a parts list, what you might need. I've got to turn right here. We're going to give you a parts list and all the parts we put on there, all the cooling parts and everything like that, and we're going to put it up on the screen so you could, if you need to order the metal pipes, the rear pipes, all them kind of pipes, I'm gonna basically put it on the list for you. Pause. Okay, and so right now we're coming home, so you can feel the power. All right, so we're gonna hit this hill right here, so follow along, guys. All the cooling pipes are on, so we're coming down. Let's take this right here. Let's see if we can zip up this hill pretty good. You actually hear the supercharger. Here we go, we're going up. Woo! Showtime! Oh God! Oh man, that thing flies. First I eased on it a little bit and then slowly kicked it in. Oh my God, it's sweet. Especially when you got that, you can hear the supercharger whine. And especially when you got the crank pulley and the tune and the transmission tune all put together, badass. All right, so I want you guys to, here it is. Here's the video, guys.
Tech mods, modifications.
Okay guys, we're at the point where we've taken out all the old plastic junk. Look at it all right here on this table right here. All the plastics. I'm going to go through all of them, what we've got right here and what we've actually achieved. But the only thing is one more thing I didn't do, and that was put an oil catch can. And this is what we're going to actually go, I think we'll install it today. And I'm going to show you guys how to install it. And I'm going to show you how we take off the old hose. We can actually keep that. And we're going to use these connectors right here, which we can order. You can order these on, where did I order them from? Amazon,
yes,
I think. Yeah, I think I ordered them from Amazon. These are going to be the connectors. Now let me show you. This is the, when you order it on Amazon, that's what you're looking for. And these are the exact same connectors what are on our XFs. Or XJ, F-type, F-pace, whatever. It's the exact same connectors. And what we're going to do is we're going to use one of these hoses right here to put this catch can on. We're going to see, we're going to install it. We've got a little kit right here. And we're going to do it so it looks pretty stock, okay? We want to make it look like it's supposed to be there, all right? So let's go through a few of these things, what we've changed on the XF, and what you guys should actually change. Now, you got a couple, let me show you the thermostats you can get these days. Alright, so this will be probably your original thermostat. And the original thermostat will actually start to crack within this seam right here. So the seam will start to burst and you start leaking coolant. If you notice, see right there. All these little gaps right here, and it starts leaking the coolant out of there. You got to get rid of that. Inexpensive. That's the best part about this, is inexpensive. And what they did they changed it to this style. This style where it's got the screws on top, because this is a pain in the ass to get out. But this is the new style you will actually see, which is it's a little better, but it's a wear and tear item. It's actually gonna go. But when these go, at least you know these are not bad when they go. It's a little small leak, and then you will get it pressure tested and whatever, and you just change it over. And the good thing about these, they're in the front of the engine, easy to do. All right, so that will be your thermostat. Let me get these out of the way. Table's getting a little crowded. All right, so now we got the notorious crossover pipe. Now, I want to make this as your number one thing to do to replace, because when these go, you're on the highway, so you're in the Hutchinson Parkway in New York, and you cannot stop, and one of these go, you're going to run right out of antifreeze, because when it blows, it blows. What will happen is, like the thermostat, you see they got a seam right here? Stop pissing it right out of there. And so this one's for the 3.0. And where's the other one? Then you got one for the 5.0. But you're going to replace these to a metal one. You don't want to replace it back to this crappy plastic. And I got news for the guys for the 5.0s. I'll let them guys know in the next video. I got a surprise for you guys for the 5.0 supercharged. I ain't saying nothing yet until I've tested and everything, but I got a surprise for you guys. We've got these in metal, okay? We've got these in metal, like you see in the video. You're gonna see in the video, I put these in metal. So remember the first video I made of this series, I changed these plastics to metal, right? So go back to the next video and you'll see it. Now, let's get these out of the way. So you remember, these are your number one things you want to replace, because when they go, they go. All right, let's get that out of the way. That's that. All right, so now let's go to the crossover pipes. Crossover pipes. Now, straight up junk. Sits in there like this. And then let's see where we got it right here. This will go on like this. It'll sit in underneath the supercharger, and this will go in like that. And you got a hose right over here, a hose over here. This will bolt down like that. And within time, these will start to crack on you. See right here? It'll start to crack on you. Like I showed you in the first video. You'll start to crack. Sometimes it'll be in there okay. Okay. But once you pull it out, or say you open up the hood of your car and you lean on this thing, you can crack it. Oh no. That's the only thing about it. These are the updated design, but they still crack, like you can see. Even with the updated design, they will eventually crack. Because what? It's plastic. That's not good. That's not good. Let me take a look at the bottom pieces. This one kind of survived. But if you could see right there, it's starting to deteriorate little by little. It's starting to deteriorate. Within time, this one will actually go on you. It looks dry. Yeah. So what they did, they replaced it with these metal ones. Very durable, a lot better. Exactly the same. See that? In metal. Absolute mirror image. Everything exactly the same in metal. And then you got this one. Let's see. This one right here. This one's in metal. All right. Exactly the same. So that's that for the crossover pipes. You have to get that done also. So we're actually building a Jaguar, which is actually reliable, just like a Toyota. Okay, Toyota guys, I get it. I know you guys are the most reliable, but we're getting there, all right? We're getting there. All right, what else we got here? Let's see. I took out the oil cooler. There it is. I took this out because while I was in there, I was like, let me just let me replace it, because I don't like going in somewhere underneath a supercharger. I got all this stuff here, and I could get this inexpensive, $50 or $60. I can't remember what it was, but it was inexpensive. And this is the gasket what goes for it. Let's take a look at what's going on here. So let's go with, I think it goes right. There we go. So if you notice right here, let's see. This is the gasket, and that goes on like that. And the gasket doesn't look too bad. It's starting, you can see it's starting to decay here a little bit.
Excuse me.
And
can you slide your hand just to the side, just so I could get a nice aerial view?
Yeah, and so that's your oil cooler.
Thank you.
And that's starting to decay a little bit. But it's not that bad. It's not, this one is not essential to change, but I changed it just in case. While I'm in there, I'm just gonna do it. I'm that kind of person who, if I'm in there, I don't want to go back in there again. All right. So I just changed out the oil cooler because it's inexpensive. All these parts are inexpensive. Number one, the crossover pipes. You get the 2 pipes, $50, right? Now this pipe, I think I seen it for like $120. So you're up to like $300-400, inexpensive. And you're gonna need your gaskets for when you take off the intake, you're gonna need your gaskets right here. Here's your gasket for your intake. I'm trying to see how these look. These don't look that bad. I bought new gaskets. These could have been reused if I'm looking at it. These could have been reused, but I'm not that guy who likes to reuse stuff when I can get it for nothing. This actually was okay, but I am not taking any chances. It's too much of a job to mess around with. These gaskets, let's take a look there, Babs. These are okay, not too bad. They could have been reused, I think. But I'm not that guy. I'm not taking chances. Let's get rid of that. What else we got here? We got a...
Safety first.
You got the water pump. The water pump will actually leak. Actually, most likely, when a water pump goes, like I said in the other video, most likely it's this thing, right? And like I showed you guys before, this will go in here, like that, like so. And what happened is there's a rubber seal in here. Let's see if we can get that puppy out. There we go. We got our rubber seal. This usually is on here.
Me, can you hold the rubber seal in your hand so I can see what... Okay, thank you.
There you go. That's our rubber seal, what usually. That'll go like there. Remember I showed you before in the first video. There's your water pump, right? This will go like this. Whenever you install this, make sure that you install this first. Put a little bit of lube around it. Install that first. That will go in like so. Let me jam this puppy in here. Usually have lube on it, so it'll go in a lot easier. And then you lock it in, and then there's a metal piece right here, and then you make it touch the metal piece so it locks in. Then whenever you do put it in, see how I got it right here? You want to have this, so this straight line is straight up ahead, like that, see? But this will be more in and nice and tight like that. Okay, and then let's see here. I'm gonna actually show you how it actually works. Remember in the last video I showed you the same thing, but I want to show you in the right sequence. So let's get some of this junk off of here. Let me throw this over here. I'm gonna take one of these little O-rings, because these are crappy O-rings. These are the cheap ones you can get, which I never use. I just wanted to see what they look like. But these are the actual O-rings you want to use, and that's the part number.
Excuse me, can you turn it over so I can see turn it over the other way? It was upside down.
Oh.
Please, I just want it.
There you go. That's the one you want to get.
Thank you.
So these cheapy ones, whatever. So what you do is you'll take your oil cooler, install it like this. It goes on like that. Boom. See how nice and snug? And this, we're going to here like this. See if I can push this puppy in here. Usually you put a little oil or something on there to get it to go on. Ugh. Alright, there we go. That's how it's gonna look when it's in the car, but I haven't got no lube on me right now. There we go. Wait, you gotta push it so it stops, till it stops. So that's how that will look. You'd have your belt right here, another hose going over here. And then this is how else it'll look. Usually you'll have this, I think here, I can't remember. I think it's here somewhere. Can't remember, somewhere around here. Then this will go, let's see. This will go like this. Something like that. It's either that or that, one of them. So that's how that whole little contraption will work, like that. So let's put that away. So that's how that, if you're changing the water pump, that's how it's supposed to look. You see the lines right here? You see the half moon right there? That's how it's supposed to look. And that's the in order you would put it in. Alright? So that's that. Let's get that out of here. Ugh. Okay, what else we got on this table here? Supercharger. Remember the supercharger I changed? This is the old supercharger coupler. Isolator they call it. And this will start rattling around on you. Right? So what you do, you go to the solid coupler. At the end of the video, or in the middle of the video, I want to post all the parts I got. And I got the solid coupler. Oh, I'm going to post all the parts I got and where I got them from. Okay? So somewhere in the video, I'm going to put it. And so that will start rattling. You'll start making noise. When you first start your car up, you'll go, "Rrr," and you'll hear this rattle. Then it'll probably go away. But that's what that is. And if you turn the supercharger, you'll feel a little slop to it. And so that's when this starts to go on you. And then on top of that, if you see inside here, you start the shaft that you have on there, it'll start making grooves into the shaft through here. See that? You'll start making grooves on your shaft. So that's not cool. What else we got here? Getting down to the nitty gritty here. Fuel injectors. Fuel injectors. What I got in here? A couple O-rings. Yep. These are your fuel injectors for you guys. I think I'll do a video for you guys on how you change these fuel injectors. It's not that hard if you know the way.
Excuse me. Can you hold it in your hand?
Yeah. These are your fuel injectors. They get a little dirty around here. See how these are dirty? I think I got a new one right here. There's a spare new one I got. This one's pretty new. And these are the injectors. There's your seals, and you got your little seal kit right here. Here's a part number for the seals for it. And you get all these little seals you see. You got the green ones for the top, that one.
Excuse me, can you turn that over? I want to make sure I got that part number.
And then you got this, yeah, I'll show you in a second. And you see this white one? That's that one right there. So that's your little seal kit. And you need a little thing what you do to put the seals on. I'll show you guys in a future video how to change your fuel injectors. You don't really have to change your fuel injectors if you put some fuel, what do I use? Oh God, what's the stuff I use? When I go downstairs, I'll show you the stuff I use for, I just throw it in the tank every 2 fill-ups. And you won't have to change these fuel injectors if you keep them clean. You gotta keep them clean, you know?
Excuse me, can you hold the camera? I'm getting overheated. I just need to take my sweater off.
All right.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1. Go for it. All right. Tell me when you're ready. Oh, you're ready? Okay. So what happens is this actually cracks too.
Oh no.
And so what I did, I tried to cut around it and see if I could fit it on. That didn't work. That was a total washout. And so what I did was I took this off because this all cracked, and I tried to cut it, and that was a total disaster.
Excuse me, what's the name of this part?
The snorkel is the intake snorkel.
Okay.
And if you notice, with this one, you got all this amount of meat.
Oh, it has like a lip.
Yeah, all this all cracked. So I put one of them Mina galleries. When we go downstairs, I'll show you. I put one of them steel Mina gallery ones, and I wanted to test it. I know they get hot or whatever, but I want to test it for myself. I want to compare it to this, do my own little test. You know, I read it. You know, I read plenty enough on it that the metal pipes, they get a little too hot and whatever. So I want to see. Because I can measure it inside of my car, and so I'll check it out. If it's not too extreme, if it's not too bad, I'll just leave it in there because I like metal. Simple as that. If it's like off by a few, you know, Fahrenheit or whatever, I'm just gonna leave it. If it's just a little bit, I'll just leave it. But I'll know I got this as a backup just in case I do want, if it does get too hot in the summertime. In the wintertime, who gives a rat's ass? I'm just gonna drive with it in the wintertime because it's nice and cold. I'm not racing anybody. So I've got a duplicate one. So if I don't like the Mina Gallery one, I'll just put this brand new one on I got. All right. So that's the other one. Look, they're totally identical. Totally identical. So I'll put this one on. So that's that. Ugh. Okay, so now we got some, we already talked about the oil can. Got that. We'll go downstairs in a minute. We're going to install this can, but still got to finish off some of this techie tech stuff now. Alright, so now what we got here. So on my vehicle, I have this. This is the VCM. This is for your, by HP Tuners. It's going to be for your 8-speed transmission, and it's going to give it that snap, what you all want. You don't want that lag. It's just going to grab and go. But it's linear. So if you're just driving smooth, it makes all the shifts nice and smooth. But once you snap that thing, man, you're gone. You just forget it. And this is what it kind of looks like. And I got this from Velocity AP. And it's a little tuner, and you get this, and you plug it into your OBD2, and you get and you program it. You go through all the steps, and you get all this stuff in here. There's another box, some other stuff which came with it. You guys need to read up on it, and this is the little brochure to give you how to set it up and all that kind of stuff. So that's for the transmission on my XF with the supercharger. And then what do you have next? This is gonna be your code reader. Now if you're looking for a code reader, a code scanner for a Jaguar Range Rover, I'd recommend this one. This one's pretty cool. Iconsoft version 3. It does everything for Jaguar. This one's a pretty darn good tool. Inexpensive, and it's a pretty good tool. Now, over here, this is my Velocity AP tuner, which I tuned I tuned my engine with it because I put a bigger crank pulley on there. And so this is that. This will give you my stage 2 I put on there. Stage 2 remap and stage 2 crank pulley. So that's that. I think I've covered everything. So what we're gonna do now, since we've done all this, we'll go downstairs. Let's take this. I got 2 different hoses I want to try. Let me get a measuring tape. Pause it. Okay, so we got a couple hoses here. This one is what? Let's see here. This one's 5/8. That's 5/8, right, Babs? Yeah, 5/8 inner, And we've got 1 inch outer. And what's this one? Then we got 5/8 inner. And let's see. It looks like what, 7/8? 7/8 outer. So what we'll do is this catch can. But this one's a nice one. It's got a little dipstick with it. Check when it's kind of too.
Oh,
see that?
that's so handy.
So we're gonna attach this.
Oh, nice.
They gave us. Remember I told you about these? We're gonna make it stock looking. And we got our little. Let's check these out. We're gonna use the bigger ones because we want to make it like it's original. So these will go in here. So let's see which one goes good with it. That one's a little. I think this one probably. This one's snug. Yeah, there we go. That one's good. That's nice and snug. That's what I want. I could probably put a clamp around it. This one. Nah, I don't want to try and pinch it. So we'll go with this hose. And this is the one which is got a 5/8 inner and a 7/8 outer, I think, something like that.
You want to set that one aside?
Yeah.
Over here so you don't get it mixed up?
Yeah, let's get rid of the big one. And then I got these. So when I cut it, I'm gonna put these little. Let me find a little.
Is that an Allen wrench?
Yes, that's gonna be. These are Allen wrenches. Yeah.
Oh, Allen wrench.
And so this will hold it in place. I hope. Yeah, look at that. So that will, and we'll tie that into there. I just want to make sure it fits. And hope it fits. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe it's a little too tight. But we'll see. We'll see. You have to squeeze it down a little tighter. Alright, so now we're good. Got a little Teflon tape provided with it. So what we'll do now, we'll do this up here. Let's take this. And this. Take the little Teflon tape. I do my Teflon tape a little different than everybody.
You twisted it?
I twist it first.
Okay.
And I run it. Ugh. So a little strand like this.
Why do you twist it?
Just like that. Start it in the groove. Get it going. Keep it in the groove.
Then you widen it out?
Yeah. Oh, that didn't work too well. Hold on. Start that again.
So you twist it?
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
The entire ribbon?
Yeah, make it like a dental floss.
Okay.
I don't want any kind of leaks, so I'll run that around the thread.
Do you put it in the little grooves?
Yeah. Then as you're going around, you're pulling nice and tight.
All the way up?
All the way up. Same time you're twisting it. miss a loop.
You do it on every little thread.
Yeah, I kind of missed one though. That's okay. And you just, if you can pop it. Hold it, pause. Okay, then I'll just cut that off like that. Missed the loop, but that's okay. Why is it okay? Because you put your regular piece on. Like that.
Mm. Wow. Okay.
And put your regular piece on like that. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay.
And you're not finished yet. You need an O-ring for it. There we go. Beauteous.
And you push it all the way to the bottom, the O-ring?
Yeah, I should have put the O-ring on first.
Oh.
But I got a little excited, guys. I got a little excited. So we're going to thread this into here.
Hmm.
And when we go downstairs, I'm going to put a wrench on it and lock it up.
Okay.
So let's do this thing again.
Like dental floss.
Like dental floss.
Do people ever use dental floss?
I don't think so.
Or they have, this is Teflon tape, right?
Yeah, this is Teflon.
So it can withstand heat.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, it's not a heat thing. It's just basically seal. It's basically a seal thing.
And the Teflon is durable?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, dental floss would fray, I'm sure.
Let's get it going on here. Hopefully this time I won't miss a thread. Ugh.
Are you going to put the O-ring on first this time?
Oh, forgot about that. Good catch, Babs. Good catch. That's why it's nice to have your wife help you out, you know? Get this puppy on here. There you go. Alright, let's get that dental floss on here.
Teflon dental floss.
Yeah. Just gotta get it going. Once you get it in there, hold it in there. Maybe I'll do a better job of this one.
Looking good. Looking good.
All right. Finally, I did something right today.
You did a lot of things right, honey.
Yeah, good deal.
You're a good egg.
All right, so now let's get this puppy on here. Alright, and that's gonna go in here. And then when we go downstairs, we're gonna lock
Well, as
it
we
up.
know, our engines are direct injection. Whereas in the past, they had engines called
wrench.
port injection, where actually the fuel would hit on the back of the valves and actually clean the
Now, if you
valves.
notice with the catch
But with
can,
direct
let me
injection,
open it
the
up.
injector shoots the fuel directly on top of the piston. So we don't get
You gotta
that
make sure you
cleaning
really get
effect
one.
on our
How's that
valves, and so
filter in
there
there?
is a
That filter?
buildup of carbon on our
This is the
valves.
spreader.
So the oil catch
you need
can
this filter,
will help stop
this,
some of that.
and then if you notice, if you look
afterburn,
closer, there's
and
gonna be a
you know,
rubber
the
O-ring right
oil
here.
which deposits,
See that rubber
the
O-ring?
fuel,
Make sure that's
you know,
on there.
all the bypass, and so that's
has
why
to
we
be
put the
tight.
oil catch can to help that. So let's get into this video, and I'm gonna show you guys how to install it.
Tight. There's an extra seal for it if you ever need it. So that's that. Now we're going to need some screws. Okay. And a bar. So let's go downstairs to the garage. Here I got all the tools I need. Got a little Allen wrench that comes in the pack. Okay. Got a little elbow. We're looking good, Babs. We're looking good. Alright, let's go down to the car. Bring this. Allen pack's gonna go back to. Okay, we're going downstairs and let's go into the garage. And let me turn these lights on here. Okay, so let me open up the hood. Let me get this hood open. Alright. Alright. So we've got the oil catch can. We've got the oil catch to put on. Then we're going to put back this one because we did the test with the, let me show you the one we're doing a test with. So that's the one. Let me turn on these lights. So that's the one I got on there right now. And so we did a test. We're doing a test and we're going to put back the original one. Stock one I got because the other one cracked. And I was using this one temporarily. See how it looks right there? And I was using this one temporarily for the time being. And so what we're going to do, we're going to go back to this one, put this one back on and see how it runs. But meanwhile, we have the oil catch can. And what I did, I was looking around the whole bay where I want to install this thing. So guess where I installed it? Right down there. So let me take this off so you guys can see. I found a great spot for it. So we can get this thing off.
What is that part called that you're...
This is a cone filter.
Okay.
And so if you look down here, that's where I installed it. So the hoses are gonna come through here straight onto this right here.
Oh.
So what I did, factory gave us 2 screws back here. And so let me unscrew it real quick. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you this. The factory gave us 2 screws right here. We take a look, and I use a 10.
Let me see where the 2 screws are.
Right here. And what they did, they gave us a nice little, you could put a 10 millimeter nut on there. Let me undo it for you guys so you can see. So, let me undo it. And so if you look down there, these came factory, these two little screws right here.
Wow.
And so all I did was mount this right here.
So lucky.
Boom. Put my little screw on like that.
Oh, that's perfect.
So I got a nice little mounting spot. So I'll lock this in.
Like it was made for it.
Yeah. So before I start putting the hoses on here, let me put this away. Let's look at the objective we got here. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. See these holes right here?
Which one?
Let me get this out of the way.
Point
You
to
see
the
these
one.
holes?
Okay,
Goes all the way back to the PCV valve, which is back there. Now let me make it more clear for you guys by taking all this off. I'm gonna make this more clear because a lot of you guys are gonna be like, where is he talking about? What is he talking about? Why is he talking about this? So let me make this more clear so you guys can see it with your own eyes.
okay.
Whoop, going for a run. All right, so this hose comes from the PCV valve in the back. And if you follow this hose, it goes from here all the way back here. Follow this, and then it connects right here. You can get your hands back there. It connects with my fingers touching. And so what we're gonna do, disconnect that. And remember the two little pieces I got? See, this is a connector right here. So if I,
Will you
you
point to it with your finger?
this one right here.
Okay,
Sometimes you gotta get a good tug on it. So
Okay.
you see, I got that off like that, right?
Okay.
And let's see here. The other one's back here. You gotta do the same little pull and tug kind of thing. You can't do it with your hand. You have to use a pair of pliers. So this is where, if you can't get it with your hands, you get a pair of channel locks. So give me a second. Alright, Babs, here we go. Going in with the big guns.
Before you put the channel locks on it, can you point to exactly the pipe so that I know which one you're actually working on?
So this one right here. See this right here?
Let me see.
See that right there?
Can you just point with your finger because your hand...
Right here. I think I actually got it though. See, look, it seems like it's gonna come off. Hold on, let me see if we can get it in my hand.
Oh, I see.
So come around this side if you can, Bevs. I want you to lean on it. Lean on here. And reach over and see if you can see what I'm doing. Can you
Lean on where?
See if you lean on the front of it. So
Lean on the front of what?
of the front.
Like
there.
that?
Yeah, you got it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wiggle it around and see if I can get it to come off. There we go, got it.
Oh, you got it.
See it right there?
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull it through. See the oil, what's coming off of it?
I can't see that, but...
Right there.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and pull it through.
It's like an octopus.
Yeah. See if I can wiggle it through all this.
Like a snake.
Yeah. Well, maybe if I do it the other way.
You're going to snake it through?
Yeah. Maybe a lot easier to get it through this way. Then do a little 90-degree bend right there. Okay.
There it comes.
There it comes. All right, so what our goal is to save this.
Okay.
Just want to save this. So what we want to do is build our own. All right. So we're going to leave that there for now. See all the oil, what goes, this is the oil from the engine.
Can you point the oily side to the camera?
Right there. See all the oil in there and all that crap?
Yeah, I see it. It's shiny.
So the oil is shooting the mist and the contaminants and all that water, vapor, gasoline, oil, and it's all shooting it all into the intake.
Okay.
Then it goes straight down into the valves.
That's not good.
And so that's not good. That's what's caking on top of the valves. And that's why sometimes you might have hesitation. You might have a little idles a little off a little bit. And after time, it's going to get worse and worse. So we're just trying to prevent that from happening. And we're just going to build our own. So in order for me to build it, let me see. Let's get some toolies. So what I want to do is use this. And if you notice, these two right here, this will actually fit on there perfectly.
Can you hold it in your hand so I can see what?
Remember I showed you upstairs.
It's a snout.
Yeah, remember I showed you upstairs. This piece, this is what you're going to get. 15
There's a
millimeter,
little
90
bit of a
degree
glare.
bend.
Can you hold it? Right there. Perfect.
15 millimeter.
Perfect. Okay.
All right, so what we're going to do is get a hose. Let's put this so I don't lose it. I know I'm going to lose that junk. Let me get some of the hose first. This is the hose we're going to use. I think I'm going to use, I need that much. I'm going to cut it. So let me see how much I need to cut it. So if I put this on here, it's cool because I like that it's nice and snug. And I'll put a clamp on it. But for now, we're just doing a little test fit. All right, so that looks good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do a little test fit. So I want to route this. Gotta make sure I have enough hose too. I want to route it through here. Then I got this little gap down here.
Where's the little gap?
Down here.
Can you move your hand for just a second so I can see? Okay, I see what you're doing.
Let's get it through here. Alright, so I got it through. So snake that through there. Now I'm trying to get my fitment, how much hose I'm gonna need. So I'll try to route this like that. Yeah, that looks okay. So now what I'll do, I can lock this on here. See, look at that, perfect fit. Isn't that perfect?
And a click too.
And then I should get a clamp on there so it won't be a pain in the butt to should have did this firsthand, but got a little excited, folks. Hopefully I got the right size clamps. If not, I'll be still okay. Yeah, they're a little snug.
Let me see the clamp, please.
I think they're a little too small. Well, they're good. I'm alright. Alright, I wish I would have had this on there first. Okay, so let's clip this on here. Alright, that looks good. Alright, that's good. So now what I could do, snake this around here. And this one's going to go to the out part. So I'm going to cut this. So if you want to come around here, Bubs. So I'm going to cut this to the length of this right here. So
Let me see.
right here. So I'm going to cut this right here.
So that it fits on the little silver snout?
Yeah.
What are you cutting it with, a razor?
Yeah. Alright. That looks good. Looking good so far. Okay. So now,
Oops.
got that good. So now I can snake this right into here. No kinks or anything. That's a beauteous. That's it, nice. No kinks.
Can I get a shot in there? Just,
There
I
you
see
go.
it. Okay.
See it?
Yep.
Alright,
Yes.
so now I'm going to put a clamp on that. So the rest of the hose, let's see what we got left here. Okay. We're gonna go from all the way back there, all the way to here.
Do you think
Not
that's
sure.
enough holes?
Yeah, because we can go underneath.
Oh.
All right. Well, okay, so now, let me get my little hat on over here. I'm going in. All right, so now we're gonna fish this through here. And I'll see where I can probably get it through. Let me see. I think I can get this through here. Fish it right down under here. I can feel it. There we go. Oh yeah, we're doing it, man. We're doing it. So I'll get this hose right down here. All right, looking good. All right, so now let's see if I can twist this, get this back here. I don't want no kinks. Kind of need my flashlight. Let's see where we at. Here we go. There it is.
Let me come around to see if I can see what you're seeing, Dennis.
Yeah.
Let me see.
See right there?
I can't. Let me see.
Right there. Maybe I need a flashlight. So I'm connecting these two right here.
I'm trying to get. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna press it on there. I got it. Whew. I can get it to click though. There we go.
I heard
Can
it.
you click?
Yep.
Alright, so now I don't want this thing to kink at all, so I'm gonna make sure this is on.
Hush.
And this brace is gonna help too, just to hold it so it's got a nice little snake.
Will you tap the brace?
This right here.
Okay.
So that will hold it down. And plus, because it's a 90-degree, we're not gonna get any kinks. Just need a good flow of air. Now I could bring this to here. We'll cut that. See right there? All right, we'll get my handy razor blade.
It's going to go on the little snout.
Yeah. So let's cut it a little more than I want to. And bend it a little bit, make it a lot easier to cut. Slice right through.
Measure twice, cut once.
Yeah, baby. Okay, there we go. Toss that aside. All right. And we have our catch can. So now I just got to put a couple clamps on it, clamp it up. And it doesn't look bad. That's the thing. It doesn't look too bad. So we're able to save this just for in case we need it at some point. And let me see here. Then, what else I got? I gotta make sure that this is okay over here. No kinkity winkity. Make sure this is. Want to make sure this flows good. Maybe I should put this one on this.
Let me see. Let me see. So which one are you thinking of?
Well, let me look at. Wait, let me grab the cone real quick. It's gonna cover up like this. No, I can't put it on that one. That one's good.
Because you need it to kind of be dipped low.
Yeah, well, it'll fit perfectly there. So let's see what we got here. That looks good. But I'm thinking here. I'm thinking I want to cut that and put a 90-degree elbow.
Cut the tube?
Yeah.
Why do you want to put a 90-degree elbow?
Because I don't want any kinks on it. I don't want any kind of kinks.
which one do you feel like might kink?
Right here in this corner right here. See that's bending? And so it's like a little kinky-ish. So if I put this in there.
So the curve is like a kink?
Yeah, so what I want to do.
Okay, I see what you're
So I want to take some of that out of it.
So where are you going to cut it?
Right about, I'm going to show you. So I get it off of here. So I'm going to cut it round about here.
Can you move your hand for just a second so I can get in there and get some light?
Yeah, so let me pull this back. Just don't lose a spot where I'm going to cut it.
What happens if you have like that bend in it? What'll happen?
You just don't want it to kink. Because
it traps something in it?
It's going to make a restriction, you know what I mean?
Oh.
So I want it round about.
Okay.
So let's cut it.
Okay, with the razor again?
Yeah. Pause. Okay, so now we got the 90-degree elbow, which I'm going to change over to metal. So I've ordered some metal ones of these, but I don't want the plastic.
Oh.
You know we're allergic to plastic. Totally allergic to plastic. Okay.
Is it more susceptible to cracking?
Yeah, we just don't want that plastic. It's just a pain in the butt. Now I just got to get this one on here.
Do you have to feed the tube underneath or anything? This hose underneath, or how do you do that?
Yeah, so that's gonna, once I get this on, then I'm gonna, look like it's going on pretty good.
Oof. Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
Catch hold.
It's a going. Can't wait till I get the metal ones of these.
Wow.
We're almost home free, Babs. Get this puppy on here. Alright, pause it. Alright, so it looks like I got it down pretty good. Let me get it in the right spot. Whew. So I kind of want to... So maybe kind of like that.
Okay.
Ooh, we looking good, Babs. Alright.
Hush.
Now, let's get this puppy on here. Well, I probably don't even need it how tight this darn thing is. Pause. Okay, so now I think I'm pretty well there. Let's give it a little. I think I got it right on the edge. Just gonna push this a little bit back. Push that a little bit back. This is snug. Alright, tighten her up a little bit.
Looks quite snug.
Yeah. You can tell it's getting late. I can't even barely do anything.
My eyes are getting heavy too.
Your eyes are getting heavy, but I'm getting tired. Whew.
Well, at this point, I think we're at a 15 or 16 hour day.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
All right, we're looking good, Babs. Just don't want to over tighten it. So I get my metal one in here. Okay, we're looking good. So let's fish this down here. Oh, yeah, buddy. Fish this down here. Okay. Oh, shoot. Gotta mess that up. Hold on.
What happened?
Gotta fish it under here. Almost forgot.
business. Now, I don't get any kinks. Sweet.
May I take a quick peek?
Once I get it on the hook, once I get it on here. Get this down a little bit. Alright, that's kink proof. Alright, so we're looking good now.
Let me come around.
So now all I gotta do is put my clamps on here. Push it on a little bit more, put my clamps on there, and this is good.
Where's the little elbow joint?
Right here.
Let me see.
Yeah, so it makes it so it's like there's no kink right here. There's a kink right here.
Oh, I see.
So I got rid of that kink. Alright, man, that was a battle, huh? Alright, Babs, you wanna pause it and we'll attack this tomorrow. Alright, we'll change this over and we'll put that on. Alright. Okay, guys, so I got everything on. I got it all tightened up, looking good. Got my little dipstick right here. I can just access it real easily. So there's my little dipstick. Alright, that looks good. So now, got everything looks nice and snug. No kinks or anything. Nothing rubbing against anything. I just want it to be just smooth. That's on there nice and tight. Okay, so let's put this snorkel on here. Okay, guys, so I got the snorkel back on. We'll test that. Let's see how that works out. Here's the old one. That's how I had it set up like that. So you go back into the stock tube. And so taking this off for now. Testing, go back to the old one, and we'll see how that goes, folks. Now, if you take a look on the screen, it looks like the intake is, what's that, 59 over there? 57?
57.2.
And the temperature outside is 48. So 48 from 50, what, 59 or 59?
Oh, now it's 40. Now it's at 59.
Okay, so that's around about 10 degrees over.
11.
Yeah, by 11 degrees over. So I'm going to test this Mina Gallery intake against the plastic one, but that's not bad actually. That's not really bad, you know, 10 degrees over. That's not bad at all, but we'll see with
Excuse me, honey, this is the exit.
Okay. And we'll see with the plastic one. We'll install that and see how the intake works with that. But that seems not bad at all. But now we're going to come to a stop. Put it on the screen there. Now we're going to come to a stop. And so let's see how much it heats up at idle. So we're coming up to a stop. So let's bring it down to the screen again. So now we're going to idle now. So we're going to stop. Let's see how much it builds up. So we're at idle. And the coolant temp's pretty good right now. It's at 177. So that's excellent. You got the voltage there, it's like a 14, that's good. So it's not actually going that high at idle. So that's not bad at all, really. So the actual temperature outside is 48 degrees. So it's like 10 degrees over. And so what we'll do, we'll duplicate this with the plastic one. And if the plastic one's the same, I'm just gonna stay with the metal. You know what I mean, guys? So right now, we're going over to my sister's house. We're having Christmas dinner, and so I'm gonna get with you guys. So hold off.
Pause or stop?
I'll stop. All right, guys, so this is what we got right here. So if you take a look at the screen right here, looks like we have the air ambient temperature from the outside is going to be 42 degrees. And on the right of that, you got the intake temp, which is 53 degrees. So that's about 10 to 11 degrees over ambient. So what we're going to do, which is actually good, it's very comparable to the metal pipe, which was about the same. And so what we'll do, we'll punch it a little bit, and we're going to see if it actually reduces the air temp also. So let me put this in sport mode a little bit. All right, we got it in sport mode. I'm going to give it a little beans. All right. Let's see. Oh, yes, the temperature went down. So that's actually with the plastic pipe. So I might be going back, sticking with the plastic pipe. Now let me give it another one more time punch and see how the ambient temperature goes. Here we go. Whoa, let me slow my ass down. My God. So if you notice, look at that. It's only like 8 degrees over ambient with the plastic pipe. So I might be keeping the plastic pipe on there. It's a toss-up. They're about the same-ish. It's quite a toss-up on this one. Now it's like around about 10 degrees over as we're just strolling. We're just driving normal in sport mode. Give me a second. Let me change it over to, hold on 1 second. I'm changing it back over to regular dynamic mode. And what we're going to do, I don't know. What you tell me, put down in the comments. Should I go back to plastic or should I go to the metal? Because they're roughly about the same-ish. You know, it's a debate. I might wait for a hotter day to see how it goes. So thank you guys. Let's go into the video. All right, and here's a 360 degree camera I got installed on here also. That's a 360 degree aerial camera I got installed. So I think I have one of the videos you can check and see how I installed it. So that's pretty cool. I have a button right here which can turn it on and off. So I can go back to normal once I hit the button. There you go. That's all I need to get me in a good mood. She can walk with a switch and talk with street slang. Love it when the woman ain't scared that you a bang. Standing at the bus stop, sucking on the lollipop. She gets bumping, it's hard to make a hottie stop. She likes to dance to the rap jam. Oh yeah. Remember this back in the day, yo? Remember this? Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So what we have here is I'm going to show you where you actually get your parts from. Right now we're on, let's see, we're on eBay right now. And if you type in rear metal coolant crossover heater pipe for Jaguar, you will find, you'll come up with a whole bunch of searches. I actually got mine from RKX Tech. Them are the ones who reached out to me. And you can get them actually cheaper with the, you can get it for like, what was it, $189, or you can get it for $119. It's whether you want to take the risk and get the cheaper one. But I know going through RKX Tech, you know, they're way higher. I mean, them are the guys who will actually pressure check it. They'll do all the little checks and everything for you. And so, you know, I would go with these guys right here, only because I know them. And then right here, that will be for your rear crossover pipe. Remember, this is the most vital part you need to get on your car, because when these go, they go, and you'll know about it. And you don't want one of these to go. The other ones will leak slowly. This will just leak, blow right. The plastic one will literally blow right out, and you'll never even know until your engine starts, you know, you start seeing smoke everywhere. So this is your first thing you really want to get. And then, remember, this is all inexpensive now. You know, this one looks the same as that. It probably is the same, and probably people just bought a whole bunch of them from RKX, and they're trying to sell them. But you don't know if these guys who are selling them cheaper, you don't know whether they're pressure checking them or checking anything. But with RKX and you're spending out a little extra money, you know they're going to pressure check it and all that kind of stuff. And so before when I was going out, you know, they was you had a few little things, niggles with it, you know. Make sure that these screws right here are tight. See where I got the cursor right here on here? Make sure these screws on you as soon as you receive it, look into these holes. Make sure all the holes are clear. Make sure you see these screws. I want you to get a Phillips head screwdriver and tighten all these screws to make sure everything's good. Like anything you buy, you just double check everything, you know, double check other people's work. Okay. Mine works fine. So, you know, everything's good, but I still, please double check other people's work. Okay. Now we're going to go to this. If you remember with the oil catch can, the hose I was using in the connector, this is what I ordered. Okay. So this is the Dorman 800-33 crankcase ventilation hose. And so that's the elbow you're going to use. It's going to be a 90-degree 15 millimeter. Okay. And so that's that. Okay. That's for your oil catch can hoses. And we'll go to here. These are your aluminum pipes, what you can get. And these are the aluminum pipes you can, you know, what I've been discussing on here. And so these right here, I ordered these for another guy. Ordered a whole bunch of all this stuff for another car. One of the members I'm working on his vehicle, he asked me to order some parts for him. So I ordered this. I ordered one of these crossover pipes for him. I ordered these things right here. So I'm just going backtrack, you know, what all the stuff I got. Here is the Solids supercharger coupler. You really need to get this. Once you take the supercharger off, put one of these on there, because, you know, the original one, after a while, it starts to rust and it starts slopping. And when you start your car up, you hear, and then, you know that starts to go on you. And you hear a little knocking kind of stuff. So get one of these. Remember, it's all inexpensive, man. That's the beauty of the Jaguar. You know, you can get your car running reliable. I know it's not going to be no Toyota. I'm just, you know, joking around a little bit. But you know what I mean? But we're getting there. We're getting to a point where it's going to be nice and reliable. You could take your long trips. You can, you know, don't worry about, because the biggest killer is the coolant. If you blow a hose or anything, you know, you're in big trouble. So you want to be able to take these trips and then enjoy it and don't worry about nothing. Okay, what else do I have? These are the other things. These are just for power, you know. This is where I go to a Velocity AP, where I got my power from. I got this, you know. This is a tuner. I got the crank pulley, the pulleys and all that. This is going to be for your transmission tuning. I think I showed you that already in the video. So that's for your transmission tuning. Let's go back. I got this. I got the crank pulley. So that will be your crank pulley. That's going to give you a little bit more oomph, more power. This is going to be your tuner, which I showed you already. This is going to tune your engine for you. Let's go back a little bit. Oh, there's your little smaller pulley. They made the smaller upper pulley. They put use grip tech on it, which helps to prevent the pulley from slipping. So you get gobs of power, man. You're like crazy. Best to get this stuff on Thanksgiving. Was it Black Friday? The best time to get this is on Black Friday. They slash all the prices and whatever. So you can have it for the F-Type, F-Pace, XE, XF, XR, XJs, XKs, E-Pace. So this is all my tuning, which I have on my vehicle. And let's see what else we got here. Like I said, you know, a lot of guys on YouTube, they're all telling you about these cheap plastic parts, like the Wizard. He'll talking about the plastic parts they're putting on cars right here. I think he's talking about plastic parts and all that kind of stuff. See, cheap plastic parts are ruining modern cars. And that's the Wizard is telling you about all the plastic parts which are on vehicles these days. A lot of BMWs stop spending $20,000 on. Let me see here. Plastic parts. You know, they're all talking about plastic parts, getting more plastic. See, BMWs are doing it. Got plastic. Mercedes. Let's scroll down a little bit. So all the newer vehicles, it's a big issue. We use plastic engine parts, and so even this guy is saying you got to change it over to aluminum, because basically what's going on is that they're cheaping out on all these parts, and so we're lucky with Jaguar. We got a whole bunch of metal parts we can replace our plastic parts, because I don't want to buy a new car. You know, I love my XF. The vehicle itself is just, you know, it's like almost 9 years old and it drives like it's brand new. So that's what I want to give you, the parts list, and then let's go into the video. Okay, we're on our way. So let's see what we got here. Looks like we're going 11 miles to Route 15 north. All right, here's the highway right here as we're driving down. We're still in Newtown. I think we're approaching Sandy Hook, I think. So we're on our way, folks. Okay, so now we're pulling in, right, Babs?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
We made it. Let's pull around. Let's see.
I gotta see.
Quite a few cars here.
Yeah, I'm glad.
But that thing is like pretty well lit up.
Well, it's on the list of like, I think it's number 18 on some list
Wow,
of the best,
look at that Christmas tree.
Christmas trees to see. Something.
Wow, look at that Christmas tree. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. That's beautiful, Babs, huh?
Want me just to pull in those first?
Pull right there.
Wow, look at that.
What is it, like made out of
It's
boys?
made out of lobster traps.
Oh,
and then on the outside, the buoys, they're all hand painted.
Wow.
Like, I think over 100. And they're different artists.
Get out of here. We're going to go take a look.
I wish.
I see what it says right there. It says,
I wanted to buy an ornament.
It says lobster trap.
Stonington lobster trap tree.
All right, nice. Don't touch the tree, oh boys. Okay, we gotta be on our best behavior, Babs.
Not worried about me. Not mentioning any names, but
no, I wouldn't do such a thing.
Their initials are.
All right, we're good. Let's go out and check it out, huh? There's quite a few people here.
I'm glad.
All right.
Oh, we've been in sport mode the whole time?
Yeah, no, it was in
Oh, did you just put it was right there?
it was in dynamic mode.
Okay, got it.
All right, so where we at, Babs?
We are on Main Street in Mystic, Connecticut. We just went over
Turn
the
left
drawbridge.
onto Water Street, then your destination will be on the left.
Oh, there's Mystic Pizza over there.
Yeah, on the right.
Who's out? Who was in that again?
Julia Roberts, Vincent D'Onofrio, a lot of people.
Okay.
Trying to show the sign.
Let's see if Sip Bakery is open.
Your destination is on the left.
Oh, we're here. That's Sip Bakery. Is it? I don't think so.
I think they closed at 7.
What's that restaurant next to it?
I can't tell.
Oh, it's not open? No, that's not open.
Oh, look at that, honey.
Oh, look at this. What's this?
Oh, this is
15.
it's a pub, I
They got
think.
that pretty well decorated, pretty nice, huh? That's our restaurant, right?
That is the Oyster Club.
The Oyster Club. Okay. What we got going on down here? We got a little Irish pub over here.
That one's always really packed.
Okay, we're going back down to Sip, which closed on us.
Well, good for them. They get to.
Or we can go back. Okay, nice. Look looks like everybody's looking for somewhere to eat.
Yeah, it's cold. Everybody wants to get in.
Let's see. We'll go back this way. Let's go at West Main Street where we came. We'll go across the bridge.
There's Young Buns on the left. That's also by the same baker of Sift, Adam Young.
Okay.
He won Baker of the Year. Well deserved. Baker of the Year in the U.S. He and his wife.
Let's hold up for this guy. I'll run him over.
And somewhere, I think I missed the...
Right there.
Oh,
On
yeah.
the right. There's another one over there.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to eat just here somewhere on the strip?
What about that, you see that
The taqueria? There's the drawbridge ice cream. Oh, we're on the drawbridge.
We're on the drawbridge. The oyster
Oh,
place over
man,
there.
I've heard that place is amazing.
Oh, they're closed? I can't believe it.
No, they're open.
Oh, they are?
There's people in there.
Right, where's the other,
The taqueria, it's keep going straight and it's to the right around the roundabout. When you get to the roundabout,